big hater of the podcast.
They don't like
They
the SlopCast.
hate the slop, dude. SlopCast.
SlopCast episode 39.
Probably not,
It's
but
37.
something like that.
I think it's 37.
Anyway, we have another guest.
Why check?
Back at you with
Who cares, right?
Yeah.
You don't need to say what number you're on.
Yeah, back at it with another guest though, Zachary Wright.
Oh,
Hello.
real quick.
Well,
I just
you
remembered
don't want me
this.
to intro the guest?
Hey, hang on.
Okay.
No, wait.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe,
Like and
please.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Comment.
Yeah.
Do that. Do all those things quick.
Mr. Beast, like and subscribe.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, also, dude, I've been watching his videos.
Pretty good.
They're not bad.
Really?
Dude, I watched this one. This guy, he locked him in a facility, and he was like, if you stay in this facility for until you lose 100 pounds, I'll give you $350,000.
Holy shit.
So he doesn't see people other than Mr. Beast and his trainer. That's it.
For a month?
No, he makes it like it's like 6 months before he loses the weight.
6 months.
Because he's got to lose 100 pounds.
Oh, 100 pounds.
Okay, I won't say Mr. Beast uses like autism for evil, but it is like if you think that the YouTube algorithm is evil, then he does. Like
He abuses the algorithm.
Yeah, 1000%. Yes.
Also, I saw him talking about like how to go viral, and he was like, "Oh, it's the purple cow theory." Okay, everybody on the internet's posted videos. If you post a video of a cow, everyone would be like, "That's a cow." But if you post a picture of a purple cow, people would share it. That's a purple cow.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, no shit." He was like, "You just post something people haven't seen before, and it'll go viral." No shit. That's a retarded ass logic.
Yeah,
being
well,
like, you just gotta post something nobody's ever seen before.
Yeah, and exactly. And then we post stuff that everybody has seen before, and we're like, why don't we have any views?
Hey, do you want to be a best-selling author? Just write a novel no one's read before.
Right, yeah. No, but so the video, right? The guy makes it like 3 months. He's lost like 60 pounds. He has made, I mean, like almost an intimate connection with this trainer, right?
Yeah.
The guy's taught him like how to cook, how to lose weight.
He's trying to fuck the trainer.
Bro, Mr. Beast comes in
Yeah.
and it's like, I swear to God, I looked it up. It's real. I hate to tell you this. Your trainer passed away.
Oh my god.
Guy fucking overdosed on Kratom in his bedroom.
The trainer? Oh my, this trainer was Evan Rollins? Holy shit, dude.
And then it did say, like, we talked to his family, we talked about him posting this and stuff, and like, but that was just so fucking devastating. And then on top of the guy being isolated from any human contact, and the one guy he'd made a connection with, they were like, yeah, he died,
He's
man.
dead. Good luck.
Hey, the one dude that convinced you to be healthy, he died from gas station drugs. So do with that what you will. If you want to keep going down this pathway, or
Yeah. The new trainer said he's built up a total tolerance to gas station boner pills. They're not gonna kill him. He's healthy.
Did the guy trying to lose the weight be like, all right, well, does his corpse count towards my 100 pounds?
No, he wept. It was just a sad ass.
Well, that's good water weight.
Yeah, right.
well,
God.
that's the thing about like Mr. Beast videos is like he talks about like on like Rogan or whatever, like the most like YouTube he studied the algorithm while he was in high school or whatever.
All right.
And it's like, I don't think I want to watch a video of a dude making a close connection than losing a friend. Like that doesn't sound like a good.
Devastating. That's what I'm talking about.
How long
That
was
doesn't sound
this
like a
video?
good YouTube video.
Came out like last week.
Yeah, how long was it? Like 40
How long?
minutes?
Yeah, 30, 40 minutes.
Damn,
yeah.
bro.
He loses the weight. Spoiler alert.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
I made this guy make a friend and now he's dead. Like that's not like how do you market that? Like that's I don't understand what the thumbnail the algorithm thumbnail
The hands
for
on the
that
face?
is. Yeah. Like that's not like a great fucking way to sell a video. Like
Yeah.
Apparently
well,
it
but
is.
you watched it, you did watch it.
I will tell you, it wasn't sold that way. It was. I bet a guy $350,000 he couldn't lose 100 pounds. He left the death out. The death was something you discovered along the way.
And I kept my money. I won.
This loser only lost 95.
I did think it was crazy. They were like, we'll weigh you once at the end of each month. So if he hadn't lost 100 pounds on, like if he was like, I lost 97 pounds, he'd be in there for another 30 days.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but he made it, so that wasn't an issue. So,
Damn.
yeah, never mind.
Interesting. Pretty fun. There, only 5 minutes in, we already got a
Luffy setting?
Luffy on the pod.
Luffy on the pod. That's really good. And also already mentioned local Atlanta comic.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
at 1. We'll
That's
keep
what
track.
we like.
We'll keep track. We'll try to get that up. Speaking of local Atlanta comics, our guest, Zachary Wright.
Oh, yeah. We got
Hell
Zach
yeah.
Wright.
Whoa, yeah.
Very funny.
Yeah. How you doing, bud?
I'm good.
Dinosaur.
Okay, cool.
The youngest dinosaur, I think.
I was to say, I think I am younger than you, but not you.
No. Yeah, no. You're older than me. You're 28 or something.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're 28?
I'll be 28 in August, yeah.
Boy, time flies.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had a conversation with another local comic, Zane Zadie, because he was like, you blew up at me for this. And he brought me up at like an open mic as like Atlanta comedy Wonderkind Zach Wright. And I'm like, I'm 27.
I'm not a kid. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you're so mad about like I'm an adult. And I'm like, no, it's like, that's just not
It's just
like
what I am.
Yeah, it's just a very poor description.
here's 42-year-old piano prodigy. like no, it just doesn't apply to what like what's happening. I'm at an open mic with like 0 audience members, only comics.
Yeah, not to insult your career, but
Yeah, like
Wonder Kid should have made it by 27.
yeah. No, truly, that's why I was mad. I was like, Wonder Kid implies I would like, oh. If I was a Wonder Kid, you would have just said the actual, like, oh, new faces.
Yeah, you would have
Zach
said
Wright.
You would have said a
Like,
credit.
Yeah.
You might know him from anything.
He's headlining a club in South Carolina later this month.
Are you?
Lucky
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. What club?
Oh, it's co-headlining. Wits End.
Oh, dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah, great club. Wonderful
club.
you.
club.
He doesn't like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
Well,
likes he likes me, I think.
you know
He does. He likes everybody.
Yeah.
I was just the weird one that for some reason.
what I will say is a great club.
Uh-huh. It's one of the
it-
coolest clubs I've ever been in.
It's
Yeah,
truly
it's awesome.
it's great to be at a club run by a comic because they know exactly like what should be happening.
Yeah.
Did you do anything wrong?
Dude, no. And that's what's crazy. I told him how much I liked the club.
Yeah.
He said, thank you. I'm the owner. I said, oh my God, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah.
And then he said, you're going to open the show doing less time than everybody. And then when I was up there, cut me off and said, get off the stage.
Yeah.
I don't even have divisive material.
No.
Like
I believe you, but every story
hear-
you've
You
told
weren't
me,
ripping.
No. I hear you.
I
hear you.
Every story you've told me, you've
I'm
been
a
like,
villain. I'm a
you
villain.
tell me,
Yeah.
and then
Paint
you're
it
like,
as if
and I
I'm
left
not.
out the part where I told him that his dead sister should suck
No.
my cock. Like that.
Yeah.
Look, I know I've got a track record.
Yeah, you're the king of I have no idea why this person doesn't like me.
And then tell you exactly why they don't
Yeah.
like me.
Yeah,
I can't attest.
1,000%. Yeah.
I was there for this one.
A
It is
little
the
bit, yeah.
exception.
Yeah,
It is
okay.
the exception.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is just, I was existing and very grateful to be on that stage. And then he was like, I hate that fucker. And then I thought it was like, I talked to like local comics and I was like, hey, like, did I do something? And they were like, no, like, I don't know. It probably was just like, you're probably overthinking it, right? Saw him at West End. Went to talk to him at West End. All but told me to get fucked.
That's
Like,
the show I hosted, right?
yeah.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
But I'd seen him like in the green room and stuff. Like I'd seen him at a festival. This guy, it was like us in a group, and
Yeah.
if I would chime in, he'd like look away. He drove up. I was with Gilbert. He goes, "What's up, Gilbert?" I'd done his club 3 weekends ago. like, and I was like, "Oh, hey," and he goes, "I gotta go park," and pulled away from the conversation so he didn't have to talk to me. I was like, I don't know what I did to this guy.
You're divisive, bro.
It's
Just your face, I guess.
I
don't
will
know.
say this very lovingly because as someone who does think you are so funny and an incredible person,
Thank you very much.
you do have such a vibe about you that I think there is no middle ground.
It's like, yeah, it's
That's
gonna
fair.
be, I like you a lot or I don't like that guy
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, too many that were on the ladder were patrons of your open mic.
Or people hold any power in this industry.
Hell yeah, dude. That's funny. You were being a little too nice to him there, though.
I did. That's why I cut back
It's
on it a
okay.
little bit. I know I'm not supposed to be nice on this podcast.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Well, we can jog that back up.
I was
Who's
told-
your?
Oh, you can also burp into the mic.
Okay,
should
cool.
burp into
I
the
was
mic.
told that I was a little worried about being on this podcast because I was told you have some stories to tell that I might cut into some of those stories.
Oh no! I just have a
So
story.
if you have any stories, please take the floor, Patrick. Please
it
hit us with those stories that are so wonderful that maybe I should have just gone home instead.
That's not all.
No.
All right, good. He's being mean. I like that.
You were camping or whatever, so yeah, let me know what happened.
Okay, fine. Anyway, I was out of town all last week. I was camping with my friends from Pennsylvania, and and
Oh, that was close to getting a spit take.
and we're like we're doing backpacking, right? So we're trying to do this like loop of a trail, doing like 5 miles a day or whatever. First day we get there super fucking late. I wanted us to meet at the trail 1, and my friends were like, fuck that, 3. We didn't get there till 5:30.
Yeah.
All right, that's just how it goes. And then, but then we start late and find like a really cool camping spot, like only 3 miles in. So
Okay.
it's like right on like on the side of the trail. There's like a river, and then there's like an island that
Did
you
you
can.
buy boots for this, or did you already have them?
I just use my running shoes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my friend forgot his shoes and had to hike the whole thing in Crocs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. So what equipment did y'all bring? Like, did you bring actual like appropriate like
Yeah.
camping equipment?
Everything besides, I was very adamant. I was like, I'm not bringing a sleeping bag.
You're retarded.
Well, the first 2 nights I was proven right. Didn't need it. Third night, horrid, terrible. I slept 2 hours. I was just fucking
Oh.
shivering.
I bet if we matched our timelines up, we both didn't get any sleep that night.
Yeah. And but then the last night it was cold again. I borrowed some clothes from people and then boiled water and put that in my water bottle and like hugged it. And so then it was good.
So you
So-
just slept on the floor?
No, I was sleeping on a hammock. We all slept on
Let me
hammocks.
tell you
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Like what?
What you just described.
Camping?
Camping in general?
Yeah, no, the miserable parts of camping that people are like, oh yeah, I didn't bring a sleeping bag.
Uh-huh.
That makes me go, I don't ever want to do that fucking shit
Well, you
again.
could
Yeah.
just bring a sleeping bag. I
No,
just fucked
but
up.
I wouldn't like that ruins a trip for me. And I think that a lot of people are like, well, lesson learned, I'll bring one next time.
I think also too what helped the first 2 nights was we were drinking aggressively.
Yeah.
And then I think we ran out of alcohol. Yeah.
Not to go into like Jim Gaffigan territory, but it's like, yeah, there's a whole reason why we don't do this anymore.
Yeah. Why we got houses.
Yeah, like we built a whole society for a fucking reason.
Yeah, fair. We saw some cool ass shit though.
That's such a good argument. I'm going to take that
But-
because Lindsay is such a camper. She loves camping.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
go ahead. I'll say a trip that I went on recently. Not everyone is available to this. My girlfriend's family paid for us to go on a cruise, and then I
Nice.
got to go
hey,
see.
how great was it though?
Incredible.
It's the best thing in the fucking world.
Yeah, it was
I'm
wonderful.
such a cruise guy.
Yeah. AJ loves when someone else is a cruise
I
guy.
love a cruise.
I saw whales. I went to different places in Alaska.
Yeah,
That sounds
dude.
awesome.
I had to hold a puppy that will eventually race the Iditarod. They're gonna be a
That's
little
hard.
fucking Balto.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like, yeah, and I didn't pay for any of it. Like, yeah, like it's like, or you could just drive to the woods. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go on the cruise, bro.
dude.
Woods was fun. I was
Dude.
standing by the woods.
I think I've kind of cultivated my look to be a guy that enjoys cruises,
can
and
see it.
I love it.
Yeah.
I it's the best thing in the entire world. All you can eat food, all you can drink. What else do you need? That's exactly what
Yeah.
I want out of a vacation.
Can't have a campfire though.
Who gives a shit?
like
so I
it.
don't have to constantly move my chair around a circle to avoid smoke in my eyes?
You couldn't build a fire if you tried.
I could build a fire in your living room in 15 minutes.
No, you could
Yes,
not.
I could. I know
No.
where your matches are.
I will be honest. I've never been in a situation where I'm like, damn, I really need a fire right now.
Right.
That's the
'cause
great
you
thing
don't put
about
yourself
society.
there.
Like, I never need a fire.
No, because I know houses have heaters.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. In 6 months, when the world collapses, I will be the lone
Oh,
survivor.
the time-
6 months is gracious.
Yeah. We got 2 days, brother.
Yeah.
This shit ain't
We
even
were out
airing.
of town while fucking World War III almost kicked off.
Yeah. That was crazy. But we were on this camp. We were at this. We got that really cool camping spot the first night, right?
Yeah.
That was like on this island, and we started shit up there. And apparently, there's a few rules in the Adirondacks that
What's the Adirondacks?
it's like the mountain range in northern New York,
Oh.
and it's beautiful. But apparently,
It's a book.
Apparently in that land there's a few rules. One, you're not allowed to camp within 200 feet of water. 2, you're not allowed to camp above 4,000 feet. And 3...
Do you know the answers to why?
Not really.
Okay.
And 3,
Ask him then.
like normally when you camp you have a
No fat chicks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And the third rule is, so like when you camp you have a big bag that you just throw your food in and stuff that smells, and you hang in a tree, and that's like the bear bag.
So bears don't come.
Yeah. But apparently at the Adirondacks, like, no, the bag isn't good enough. You need a canister, which is a solid like drum bigger than like a Heineken mini keg that you have to lug around, and it's just ridiculous. But we were like, fuck that, we'll camp where we want, and we're not bringing the fucking thing.
Nice.
And then so
we're like
yeah, exactly. That's why the woods is fun, because you can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
And then murder. Yeah, and so we set up on this island, right? And then at fucking 7 a.m.
Yeah.
We hear
mauled by bears.
Yeah. Well, no, we had the bear bag, and I was saying out to everybody, I was like, yo, like, are we gonna hang this shit up? And everybody's fucked up. Like, my one friend like threw up. Like, everybody, like, it's a reunion. We're getting fucked up in the woods, and no one's hanging up this bear bag.
Are these all like people like work like normal jobs?
No, I'm the only one.
What do they do? Because I'm assuming like they're getting throw up drunk.
Groups are opposite.
Yeah.
Every one of my friends has a normal job, and and I'm the one that's crazy.
One of my friends is like getting his like doctorate in like brain research and stuff.
And he's the one in the woods being like, bro, fucking Percocets.
You need a prescription, bro? I got
you. Sometimes you do yerks in the woods. Sometimes you need. Hey, that makes it so you have to carry less liquor, dude. Keep the weight down, brother. Yeah. But
you guys are like, I don't really like John, but let's keep him around because I think he's gonna be a doctor.
So wait, what is everyone else doing? Because I'm imagining someone who is like.
2 of them are they work as ski patrol EMTs, and the other one's like a fancy bartender.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone's doing fine.
Nice.
Everyone's doing fine.
You don't say the name, but who got throw up drunk?
What
job did they have?
No, say the name.
Dylan Whitmer, the bartender.
Okay.
Whit.
Wow, that was
My buddy
literally
Whit.
it was gonna be my last guess. As
Yeah.
someone who works in the industry, I feel like I've been throw up drunk since like 3 weeks after I turned 21.
Right. Well,
gonna say 3 weeks
were you
ago.
also drinking? Were you also drinking on the yerk? On the yerk cassette? Anyway.
It's been a long time since I've thrown up from being drunk.
Yeah.
That's something I really despise.
Yeah, it sucks. Sucks ass.
Some people at the time gave me credit for sleeping with a woman who was 10 years my senior.
What was her first and last name?
I won't say.
She texted me 13 minutes ago.
Oh,
Does
cool.
her name rhyme with Ralix Ribby?
No, I think the most impressive thing is making someone who's 10 years older than you sit with you for the first time after you're 21 throwing up in a parking lot. That's more of an it's like, oh, will they stay with you? Whatever. Like, do you have good dick? Will they sit with you while you throw up as you're 21 in a parking lot?
That's hard, dude. I got to give you credit. That's better than kicking a girl out of her house because you snored so long.
Yeah.
She still lets you bang. But so we had that mentality of like, man, fuck it, we'll camp wherever we want, fuck the bear thing. And then we're posted up in this awesome campsite that's couldn't be more than 15 feet from water. Mm-hmm. And clearly there's no bear bag out. I think we left the liquor bottles out. Yeah. We cleaned up everything. We didn't leave any trash. But
left a fucking steak. just like a pie on a windowsill.
No, we left a bunch of vomit, which I think was equally enticing to a bear. But so we're like, all right, dude, like we're doing whatever the fuck we want. But then at 7 a.m., a dude that's like, I don't know, like a 40-year-old man or some shit with like his hiking poles walks through the middle of our campsite and just goes, Jason, yo. And then we're like, what? And he's standing for a little bit. He's like, hey, wake up, boys. And we're like, what the fuck? And then he's like, yeah, man, you guys know it's illegal to camp exactly where you're camping right now, right? And we're like, what? And he's like, and you definitely don't have a bear canister. Just so you know, I used to work for the Forest Patrol. I just radioed into them. They're going to be on their way, so get to packing.
You know what you should have done? Killed that man.
That's what. So here's the thing. Everybody
killed him with your hands.
Everybody was in their hammocks, hungover, like zipped in.
Yeah.
And then the whole time we clean up, we walk away. We're like, they're not coming for us, whatever. And the whole time, Whit's talking mad shit. He's like, that boy's lucky I was hungover. I would have fucking molly-whopped him, dude. And then we get to like the one summit that day, right? Where we had lunch up there. It was fucking beautiful view. We're about to smoke cigarettes up there, but then like a couple comes up and they're looking at the view too. I'm like, I'll put this cigarette away. I don't want to disturb them. But my buddy Arthur's like, fuck it, like fuck them. And then I'm looking at the guy. I'm like, is that the guy from this morning? And then
push him off the cliff.
And Arthur goes, nah, dude. It definitely wasn't the guy from this morning. His wife was way uglier. And then we start ragging on this guy. We're like, yeah, he should have fucking killed himself or whatever. It was
that guy.
It was him. It was him. He came up. He said, "Hey fellas, I think I think I woke y'all up this morning." And we're like, "Oh yeah." And he's like, "Just so you definitely don't have that bear thing. There's no way in hell. It's very illegal. Yeah, the Rangers are fucking coming. Like, what's your plan for us today?" We're like, "Oh, we're going to this next peak and then coming down." He's like, "Well, it's already 2:00. You're not gonna make it in time." Which I took offense to, because fuck you, we can fucking move. But
I hate this guy. Did you get a name for him?
Pete.
Pete? Last name.
Pete.
Last name?
Pete. I wish I had
God
it.
damn it. I would love to dox Pete on the pod.
I know.
I bet he never did any of that shit. I bet he just reads a lot of fucking rules.
So here's the thing. That's what we debate. We stood up there for a while and we debated, because he was like, also you can't camp above 4,000 feet. You're not going to be below 4,000 feet for like 9 miles unless you turn around right now. And we're just sitting there like, fuck, dude. Like this is day 2, dude. Like we're not even 24 hours.
What a fucking dork.
I know. We're fucking.
That guy is such a fucking stick in the mud.
I know.
This dude's like, I'm gonna save these kids from dying.
Yeah.
And
he came up. He was like,
sitting there like, what a fucking bitch, dude.
He's the guy in the movie that's like, you don't want to go up in them mountains.
Yeah. He did say this though. So he was like, it looks like you guys clearly do not have anything that you need, which we only didn't have the bear fucking thing, dude. You know what I mean? Like, fuck
and
off.
That you know of.
Shut up.
Okay.
Yeah, but
you're like, excuse me, we have fucking PBR and Slim Jims.
yeah.
What else would we need?
Doing just fine. So with a lot of deliberation, and eventually we're like, you know what, dude, fuck it. Like, we'll just we'll turn around, hike this other route. And then that'll take us back to the parking lot. We can go grab more liquor or whatever.
Hey, we can cut this out.
And yeah,
did you push Pete off that mountain?
I wish. Someone hypothetically said we should get his last name and find his computer and remote access
child porn
and call the cops.
Okay, all right. Turns out me and Whit think alike.
Yeah. But that was hypothetically. No one actually said that.
Right.
But, yeah. So we decide to turn around, and then we find like
That's
a
why
really
we get along so well is because me and Whit have the same friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, put child porn on his computer.
Also, fun fact about the campsite that he walked through. We're all like, why the fuck did he walk just through a campsite? Yeah. It was the middle of the trail. It was a side trail that just wasn't very maintained.
You're having an AJ adventure right now. The more you reveal, the more I'm like, well, Pete was in the right.
No, by Thursday we saw like the most beautiful.
You guys sobered up and we're like, hey, Pete's the greatest.
Yeah. We saw the beautiful.
I'm so sorry that I put CP on Pete's computer. I fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
By St. Peter's computer.
Yeah, by Thursday after we had the freezing night and we saw the most beautiful lake with like a sheer mountain face like right beside it, we're like, I get why he wants to keep this pristine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We came around. But also then too, my friends went back to like the car in the middle of it to get more liquor and stuff. Crazy storm hits right away, right when they're there. So then they kind of get stuck at like the little outpost before the trail. They're talking to a ranger and they're like, "Oh yeah, Pete, he was the head fucking ranger. He retired 6 months ago." So we thought this guy was just punking us out.
Dork.
Yeah. It was the real guy.
The stickler.
Yeah. But we ran into a different ranger and he told us like this other cool campsite. Like it ended up working out very cool, but like it was so annoying.
He retired from this 6 months ago and immediately goes back to the fucking job he had?
Well, he's just hiking.
Yeah, but that's what his job was prior to this.
I think he liked hiking a lot. That's why he took the job.
That's a fucking... I don't like that.
Okay.
If I retired from fucking fixing sinks...
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, also, I'm fixing sinks again.
Yeah, but fixing sinks sounds like it sucks shit. Hiking for pay sounds cool. It also sucks shit. Hiking for pay would be great, dude.
No.
Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. I am on Pete's side. I think if you retire from like fixing sinks 6 months ago, and you're like, "Hey, here's how you should fix this sink," I'd probably listen.
Yeah, fair.
All right.
Also, like,
on that,
I
agree with that.
If you ran a museum and then retired and in 6 months went back to look at some art.
This is where the bone goes.
If I was
you're probably right.
A museum, you wouldn't think, "Hey, over the last 30 years, didn't you get enough of this fucking museum?"
No, because he loves the museum. That's why he was there for 30 fucking years.
Maybe I have a fundamental misunderstanding what jobs are.
Yeah. I don't think you've been...
You've never done something you love.
Yeah. You've never...
Yeah. I'm like, why would you fucking spend all your time there and then enjoy being there
I would say that for
afterwards?
all three of us. We probably only ever had jobs.
Yeah. Let's say you retire. Were you going to crank up the computer and start software consulting?
Fuck no.
That's what I'm saying.
But if I got to the point in stand-up where I was doing arenas, quit for 5 years, and someone's like, you want to do a 15-minute spot? Fuck yeah.
That's so unfathomable to think about. I can't even do it.
I do. As someone who works in restaurants, if I probably stopped doing that, I'd probably still go to a restaurant.
That's a hack answer.
It's true. I'd probably still want food.
Would you walk back in the kitchen?
I don't do that now.
Okay, all right.
I will.
If there's hair in my food.
Okay.
If the waiter came out to me without a fucking bear canister, I'd be like, hey, get your shit together, dude.
No, so Tamar does get so mad when we're at a restaurant. And I'm like, they didn't offer the appetizer entrees like that. I'm sitting there judging it like someone was like, you didn't hit the 12 steps.
I have no idea what the specials are.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
I did not get offered 2 things from each course.
Right.
Like, you really did not explain the menu to me. So I can actually understand that.
Bro, on that same vein.
I've been Pete.
On that same vein about talking with work, about work while you're out with like your lady, in college, like for my senior design project, my group, like you get like a bunch of companies come and they like pitch what they want you to work on or some problem to solve, and then you like bid on theirs or whatever. Mm-hmm. And the one we got was like window blinds that are like more energy efficient or whatever. So yeah, so like I was electric side of it, like automating them, and then there was the mechanical dudes that like redesign the structure. Anyway, we're meeting with the guy that works for the window blind company, and he's talking about blinds like forever, and he's like, dude, I love blinds and shit. And then we see him like a few weeks later, and we're like, oh, I'm looking at blinds, and now I'm noticing the stuff that you talked about. And he's like, right, isn't it so fun to point out? Every time I'm at dinner with my wife, I talk about the blinds in the restaurant, and I'm like,
cheating on you.
Yeah. Hey, we all looked at each other, we're like, buddy. You better ask if you can watch.
She's fucking her personal trainer, I'm telling you.
Yeah. If there's any chance to keep that marriage together, you need to invest in a cuck chair.
Mm-hmm.
Because
what if he found the one? What if he found the one who's like,
that is pretty crazy.
Honey, you're so right.
Yeah.
It should be 5 feet lower, bro. That is insane.
He mentions the way that the light's refracting. She's just gushing. She's like, fuck me now. In the handicap stall.
In the handicap stall.
Like?
No, we can't say that.
Okay.
I feel like that's
fine.
Almost news, I think.
We need to go
like
viral.
CJ.
Yeah.
We need a clip, dude. We need a clip.
Oh, sorry, Marietta.
We need a clip and to tank our chances of getting work at the biggest club.
The city of Marietta.
SNL.
The city of Marietta. I am working there this weekend. The city of Marietta.
Yep.
Oh, if I say it will give more information away.
The blind guy, not the guy that was
From
blind.
Limerick?
No, the guy that worked with the blinds.
Oh.
Looked like Matt Tamburino.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
The blind guy from Limerick? Sorry, that could have been 8 people.
Yeah.
I've never been to a bar where so
Hey,
many blind people go.
What is it about that bar?
And it's not like there's a Discord they can take to be like.
there's no way for them to contact
Are there
each other.
braille signs being like head to fucking Limerick?
Take a left on this street.
Swing the stick until you hit a Guinness.
My favorite thing is hearing about the blind dude hitting on Tamar.
I haven't heard about this.
Where I'm like,
Spill that.
where it's like,
Which one?
the white one.
Okay, all right. The black one quit coming. So
Yeah.
I was talking about that the other day. I was like, do we know if he's still alive? And nobody knows.
Well, it's like, how... Why are you going to pick the one that is the most prominent person at that bar?
Always
when you
there.
were blind, it does not matter.
Yeah.
No, you've seen Curb Your Enthusiasm. It matters.
I'd go for the sleeper, you know?
Yeah.
Patrick, tell another story. Tell another one of your little fucking stories.
Okay. So on the
That instead.
so for the
we'll invite you to collaborate on it.
so for the trip, we did like 5 days in the woods and then 2 days at like an Airbnb just to chill or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I get like 2 disposable cameras because I'm like, this will be fun. Snap some disposable cameras the whole time. You know what I
Maybe
mean?
little Urban Outfitters.
Yeah.
Snap a little
I
fucking...
like a disposable
Yeah.
camera.
Like
though.
a disposable.
Lindsay got some. And
It's fun.
It was fun. It's like we're back in the early 2000s.
I know.
Let me take a
like
little...
pilgrims.
Let me take a little picture that I will lose in 5 minutes.
Yeah. But I have them, right? And then I have 2. One of them's at like, I don't know, like 6 left by the time we get to the fucking like cabin or wherever the fuck we're staying. And then the other one has literally 1 thing left. I hand it to my friend Drew. I'm like, what are we going to use this photo on? And then the place had a washer and dryer. And we're like, sweet, do the clothes. And Whit, like threw all his clothes in and then also wore the dirty clothes. So he quickly like stripped them off and threw them in. And as he's naked, Drew takes a photo of him full frontal naked.
That's fun.
I know, but now I have to go get this developed.
Yeah.
Is that not going to be a problem?
I don't think so.
No?
Yeah.
Do I have to tell him, be like, there's a cock on this?
No.
Do they look at him?
You look at them and you give them like a look and you be like, there's a cock on this.
I kind of want to call him up and be like, listen, there's a cock. It's of age. Like, don't worry about that.
There's a 18-year-old at least cock on this. That's what you should
27-year-old.
My dad
say.
is...
Who knows how old he is?
Yeah.
My dad's been the manager of a CVS, and so
Whoa,
he has to develop.
Okay, I didn't know we were talking to a nepo baby.
Yeah, okay.
Not to flex.
Okay, 1%.
Yeah,
Fuck.
yeah.
I thought you were a
So-
communist. I thought you hate the rich.
So that's how you're funding your comedy career.
Dad, can I have $15?
Brother, how do you think I paid my rent for the last 3 years? Can I borrow $80 that I'm never gonna pay back?
You have to pay rent? What's the rent of sleeping like a cat at the foot of Tamara's bed?
Not a lot, but the breakup insurance of still having my room for $600 a month
Fair.
Hey, I did
Should
that,
not
I
be
did
a lot.
That for so long.
should not be a lot, but boy is it a struggle.
I did that
Boy-
for so long. Bro,
Boy am I paying on the 9th of every month.
man, mine was $400 and I couldn't do it. The breakup insurance is so funny because that's exactly the boat I've been in.
That's
for
what he
so
described it
long.
as like, I have no plan of doing this. I'm like, why am I paying $600 a month for a room in a house with cockroaches? Like, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this. Based on personal experience,
It's because she won't let me.
The second you're like, I'll just make the full move, you'll be like, God damn it, why did I fucking make the full move? I should have fucking kept that room.
Yeah, but his room's only like 3 miles apart. Yours is like a 40-minute drive.
My thing is like, I would be so much happier outside of the house that I pay rent in.
I know.
Like, it is
well,
a
that's-
bad house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bad vibes. Like 100% a haunted house. Like,
The
it
house
is
I
not.
moved into, you've seen it. There was writing on the walls, like a crazy person lived there.
Oh, whose room did you take?
I took over a college room.
Okay.
Where William lived in.
Yeah.
where
Okay.
he
Yes. That's how I was.
carved insane shit into the walls.
Oh, God.
It was fucking written in Sharpie, like always have fun on the walls. I was like, oh no.
That's the Joaquin Phoenix Joker right there,
Yes.
dude.
Dude, my house, I've had the room since 2018, and boy, has it looked unlived in since then.
Yeah.
I've never quite actually lived. I've paid rent in a room for so long that I would say after the first 3 months, I never lived in.
Damn. That's
Wild.
crazy.
Could you hop girlfriend to girlfriend? Because you've hopped?
Yeah.
Not you hop, but you've hopped. Yeah.
I've been in relationships where I'm like, boy, this is so much nicer than the dog shit cockroach room that I live in. Let me stay here instead.
Yeah.
And then it became more of like, oh, well, like, I have responsibilities now. Let me do this. I have to take care of this. I'm like, I can go sleep there tonight.
I don't want to.
I don't want to, but I can't.
Oh,
I have to do the things that I need to do.
Fair. I've never been in that situation ever.
We're both relationship guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Same
That's
girl.
true. Yeah.
Same girl.
One day I'll have someone make an honest man out of me.
I'm trying to get like my shit together. I'm trying to like get like a job where I'm like I don't have to live like that.
Uh-huh.
And boy, every time I think about doing it, I'm like, wow, I guess I just have to give up the thing that I love, which I don't have to do.
You don't have to.
I don't have to. I could just live like a normal person, where I see so many people do like stand-up comedy.
And you go, how could they ever do it?
Yeah, and like, it's the
you look
same
at Zane Sharif, you're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
It's like people like who are coming
We
into
love
my
Zane.
restaurant. I'm waiting on them.
Right.
And I'm like, how do you do this? How do you come into my restaurant and eat lunch that I serve you and then go do stand-up comedy?
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
comics come to your
Yeah.
restaurant?
I'm like,
Interesting.
I could probably just do that.
Yeah. I feel like that'd be mean, though, to come to your restaurant and be like, serve me.
They don't mean
Servants.
to. They work in the same building.
Oh, okay.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like,
Drop their first and last names.
Yeah. Who comes?
oh, they don't do stand-up really
Yeah.
anymore.
Never mind. I was kidding. They're not comedians.
I think that wanting
Has
to...
our producer ever been to your restaurant?
Our producer is Eddie Carter.
Yeah, he produces
And
it.
what's interesting about Eddie is that simultaneously, while he produces the podcast, watches gay porn.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
You'd think
he
he'd be
loves
like-
it, dude.
Yeah.
I went to the same high school as Eddie Carter.
Really?
Yeah, I knew
Yes,
that.
but I went... You will not tell us by looking at us side by side, but I went to the same high school. He was 4 years before me.
Yeah, so he was like in middle
Crazy.
school when you were
After
know
me.
what
No,
else
I
crazy?
graduated in 2015. He graduated in whatever.
You also
2019.
You graduated the same high school my mom did.
Wheeler High School.
Yeah.
I
That's
graduated.
where Jalen Brown went.
And
I was the same
also
class as
Felicia
Jalen
Cagle.
Brown.
No fucking way.
Yeah, I knew Jalen Brown. That's what we're saying is like it's getting ready to be the 10-year. Like later this year, it'll be the 10-year reunion of our high school class.
And you're gonna be like, "What's up, Jalen?"
And everyone's gonna be like, he's not gonna be there, bro. He's gonna be playing for the Celtics, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
Do you want to know about my 10-year reunion?
No.
Listen.
So Jalen Brown.
Yeah, shut the fuck
know
up.
it.
We're talking about a man who has a $300 million contract.
Okay, now I hear you. I found out there was a 10-year
Hold on.
reunion
Yeah, re-up.
because the guy with special needs that was a year older than me posted
Yeah.
on Facebook, I'm deciding not to go to the class of 2013's 10-year reunion. That's how me and Lindsay found out that we missed our 10-year reunion. So we were like, fucking Tony got invited and we didn't?
How do you even get invited? Like, do they have your address?
I guess there was like a Facebook group that they added everyone into except me and Lindsay.
Actually, I was talking to my stepbrother about this. What they did at our high school, I forgot about this, but they like the last day of school or whatever, they pass around a form that's like, hey, what's the most permanent address, like maybe your parents, so we can get in contact with you. And he was like, yeah, just threw that shit away immediately.
Was that
But yeah.
gunshot?
Fireworks, 4th of July.
They do love setting fireworks off in like this, the top of this complex.
Dude, they need to not do that. That's how remember the last place I lived, AJ? I don't know if you were
Gucci
ever
Mane's
there.
house?
No, but after Gucci Mane's house.
Oh, yeah.
When you had the show there?
I had the show in Gucci Mane's house. The
Okay,
place I
that's
moved
where I
after
was.
that
Okay, no.
was like another apartment place, like some kind of townhouse thing. But right beside it was a apartment complex that burnt down like the month before we moved in.
Yeah,
because people were setting off fireworks on the roof, and the whole thing is now ash.
One thing I will say is there's a fire department so close to this place.
Really?
On Edgewood.
I don't think they want to come here.
Yeah, there's one right where Noni's is.
That's a fire department?
No, not now, but right next to where Noni's is a fire department.
Wait, there's not a fire department now?
No, Noni is applying to where because Noni's doesn't exist anymore.
But there's an active fire department a block away.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
You know what?
Right by the interstate.
The other day, Lindsay and I were watching a movie, and it was about road rage, and the guy chases the girl and stuff, and Lindsay was like, "That's so fucking stupid."
Was it Death Proof?
Unhinged. And it was actually a pretty good movie.
Is it Willy Wonka?
Yeah. And she goes, "That's so fucking stupid."
Ratatouille?
If you're getting chased by a guy, why wouldn't you drive to the nearest police department?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't know where the nearest
Who the fuck
department
knows?
is. Yeah. And she was like, you don't know where the nearest police department is?
No idea.
And I was like, I couldn't tell you if there was a gun to my head.
Yeah.
I specifically avoid those areas. Yeah, I don't know.
I've had expired tags since March, bitch. What are you talking about?
I'm trying to rack my brain. I haven't even seen one.
I haven't seen one in Atlanta.
Yeah. The only one I know that there is the one that's on Georgia Tech campus, just like the college police.
If you go a little north of
just
Midtown.
Me in the forest in East Atlanta be like, I know y'all took this place over. Please help me. Please.
You're in Cop City, I need help. Help. This is what it's for.
Someone's following me.
Is that shit built? Cop City?
Cop City? When is it going to get built? Because I want to go pay my respects.
I want to go trick-or-treating at Cop City.
Trick-or-treat.
And just get shot.
Yeah. Sorry, I dressed up as George Floyd.
It's a fun thing. You know the IDF will be training people at Cop City.
Okay,
is that true?
I have a question for you. What is IDF?
Israeli
Defense Force.
Thank God. I was worried they wouldn't be.
You were like, hey, I thought we weren't going to get some training done.
Yeah. Now we got Jews?
Because AJ took one look at the stats in the Middle East and was like, y'all are slacking. It's not in the news enough.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
You probably got a lot of opinions on news.
Yes. As someone who's very pro-Palestine, one of the things I think is very, very dumb is when people do, instead of IDF, IOF, offensive force.
Okay. One thing I think is very dumb is when they go IVF.
In vitro fertilization.
Yeah. I think that's stupid.
Okay.
If your balls were supposed to work,
Republican king.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, test tube baby.
Yeah.
Were you a test tube baby?
No.
Oh,
I was unplanned.
What?
Well, clearly, but I was
Zach, come on. You had to have something wrong, right?
Yeah, my mom was addicted to pills. Yeah.
But not steroids? That would have been sick. Would you come out jacked?
Dude, I wish, bro, that they were opioids.
My
mom was the first victim of the opioid crisis, where she was one of the first people that had a car accident, and they were like, damn, have you tried these?
Tried 200 oxycodone.
And that was in 95, and just fucking she never stopped. It was yeah.
Damn, dude. That's the genesis.
I think
honestly, I miss the opioid crisis, dude. You can't get them anymore.
I was just saying, I respect someone who is 25. Let me try oxycodone for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I respect that.
What about 15?
No, you're too late.
Okay.
Too late and also too early.
Too
Hello,
late?
Liffy.
Too late.
You knew it was bad for you, but it was also too early to be who gives a fuck? You still have the time to be I know this is bad, I shouldn't do it. But now it's brother, have fun.
Let it rip, dude. But
Luffy gets it.
Yeah, Luffy on the pod. But now you're gonna die of Fent.
I heard this story from my dad the other day. When I think I was 3 years old. My mom was driving, and a lady had a stroke at the wheel and swerved into her car and hit my mom. It broke my leg. It banged up my sister, but when I was pregnant with my other sister, and she's fine. But
Peyton?
Yeah, it knocked all my mom's teeth out. She has all fake teeth, and she.
And where's the bad part?
Hang on. and like I think like the gear shifter like stuck completely through her leg
Ugh.
and shit. Like so she was all fucked up, had to go to the hospital. My mom took the brunt of all of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then but my dad was telling me that when he got that call, he was like, I did as fast as my car would go to the hospital. And we were like, right. And he was like, no, I'm like I was running people off the road.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, wait, what? And he was like, I watched in my rearview mirror me run somebody off the road into a ditch on the interstate.
To get to his wife?
Yeah, and we were like, hey, is that person alive? He was like, I have no idea.
He's just a perpetual loop of wives going to hospital from the car accident.
He's creating people who are like being seen in front of.
And I was like, in that moment, nothing mattered other than getting to the hospital. And I was like, but you sent other people to the hospital, brother. What are you talking about?
That's what I learned. Have y'all watched like the show The Pit on HBO?
No.
It's like the dude from ER. He created like ER 2.
Okay.
But it is like a shift in the emergency room that is just a hell shift. It's just like hour by hour each episode. No wins. Everything goes worse. It's like that's the one thing I learned is like whatever you think you're gonna do that's gonna make it go faster, you're gonna make someone else go before you instead, bro.
Damn.
Do not fucking do it.
That sucks, dude.
What are y'all watching?
What am I watching?
I just
Adventure
started
Time.
Squid Games,
Squid Games?
the 3rd season.
I've heard it's bad.
So I'm streaming it because I don't have Netflix because I just recently got a job and
Which is streaming.
well yeah.
Netflix is streaming.
No, but like I have a movie
Illegally streaming.
I'm illegally streaming.
Which isn't illegal to
Get
do.
him.
Well,
It's
hang
not
on.
illegal
we
to
don't
watch.
say illegal stuff because I lost a job over saying I do illegal things on the podcast.
Yeah. No, but also it's not illegal to watch. It's illegal.
I also pay that.
It is
website.
illegal to watch Squid Games.
No.
I
Yeah,
will say
you
that.
You can't. You must die.
I
But no, it's not illegal to watch an illegal stream. It's illegal to make the stream.
Yes, that is
okay.
true.
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
fair.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
Will
not breaking any
Fosse's
law.
joke.
Is that a joke of his?
Yeah, he has a very funny joke about how it's like it's illegal to like put the stream online. So it's like, what are you in for? It's like I want everyone to see Marley and me. It's
Oh,
like
yeah. That's fun.
That's fun. Sounds like an outdated joke, but
Tell your story.
Pop a little Zen. Pop a little
Yeah,
Zen
Zen.
instead of shitting on Will Fosse. Pop a
it
little
does
Zen.
sound outdated. You're using Marley and Me as a
Yeah,
reference?
it's from his special a few years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I gave him shit about that the other day.
Great special. Shout out.
He tried to big dog me, and I was like, "Oh, I forgot you recorded a special 6 years ago." Anyway, thank you. And fuck no. Oh, Squid Games, yes. But the problem with like streaming it is that they only have the English dubbed version.
Do you want to look at me or like the camera at all, or?
No, I don't do that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. All right. Never mind. Yeah, fucking.
They had the English dub version.
No, I don't.
Quit
even,
fucking crying.
I don't want.
Oh my god, he did this during when Luke was on too.
Yeah, I don't like when people are.
No,
being
it's like
in my
All right,
eyes.
fine.
They told me to be mean. It's like a podcast I'm on.
I like
I'm
it.
like, maybe
Tell
I
you
should
what,
direct the
we'll-
podcast.
We'll let him.
No,
Every time I've talked to him, and
No.
like I'm watching y'all look at me, I'm like, the camera's over there, so.
No one
It's gotta
watches
be-
it.
Yeah, but I didn't like Luke.
Except for
you
one
get your
Luke,
shit
'cause
together.
He kept saying he was like,
Yeah.
I would. Yeah, that's what it was. I
Yeah.
hated that. I hated
All right.
that.
Well, you get your shit together before you continue through Squid Games. Zach and I will keep being mean right here. Zach, who is your least favorite person in Atlanta stand-up comedy?
Oh, Liam Harvey.
All
1000%. But say there is one person who is a fan of your podcast who's to talk about.
Oh yeah, who?
Where it's like, there's one person, Jaime. He did like a whole set about. I've heard about this.
You're slandering our listener now, but let it out. Let it out.
Oh, you can cut this out if you have.
No, we
if
don't.
you,
We're not gonna cut
He,
it.
If you have-
he'd like the shout out.
if you have the fortitude to literally look through 10 seconds of video.
yeah.
Listen, what is lolly porn?
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. He talked about Lolita porn, which is
What is Lolita porn?
so neither of y'all know Lolita.
I would consider myself if I'm being honest, a bit of a pervert. No, I don't.
I feel like I have a PhD in pornography and never heard of that.
I really? Yeah, dude. Like, I've put in the hours.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this.
Lolita is like a fictional piece that became like a movie about like dating, sleeping with an underage person. Jeffrey Epstein's plane was called Lolita Express as a reference to the book and the movie.
I would have
of
also...
Lolita.
He called that?
Yeah,
He called his shit that?
Lolita Express.
He was just flaunting, dude.
Yeah, or I heard like he like did like a set where it's like, oh, like America makes the best porn, like big titty porn, something else, and then Lolita porn. Like it was like, okay, where it's like,
So it's kid porn? CP?
yeah, that's the whole point.
Okay.
Specifically, someone you've groomed, like a stepdaughter that like
Okay,
is like known to be.
Tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm making sure that.
I'd also like to say that if Patrick and I don't know what Lolita porn is, general audiences will have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
So,
and also, if we don't know what it is, it's bad, brother.
It's bad.
It's bad, brother.
Taxes.
Also,
it's bad.
Yeah, it's as bad as Texas. Yeah, man. I hate Texas.
Also, kind of sounds like a perfect Kenny Murray premise, dude.
Right?
Yeah. I'm surprised he doesn't have an hour on it already, but I'm glad he got up at Clubhouse tonight because we're going to get some more clips.
Yeah, and I was hoping so hard because there's nothing that I laugh at, I guess it would be ironically, more than his clips.
Yeah.
Like, I sit there and it makes me laugh out loud.
Yeah.
You love the edits.
They're so funny.
The edits are crazy.
He puts out my favorite content out of anyone in Atlanta. And it's just because I'm like, why didn't you stop there?
Why did you stop there?
You got the laugh, and then you were like, hey, stop laughing. I got more shit to say.
I know y'all are on my side when I said I look like so-and-so, and you laughed. Well, let me ruin that right now.
Not to brag, but I did get through like the...
Holy shit. All right, my place is going to burn down.
It's fireworks.
You're fine. That's one street over at least.
It's on the fucking roof, dude.
Nobody's up on that.
And you are right about the roof. So I should go soon because Gomez is going to be freaking the fuck out.
We're at 52. You got 10 more minutes.
Oh,
52.
Cool. That breezed by.
Yeah, dude, it was a fun time, bro.
You only got to tell one fucking story that was going to keep me off the podcast, bro.
I didn't even tell much of it at all, actually.
Yeah. Anyway, that's SlopCast, guys.
Anyway, we've had a great episode.
Yeah.
Talk about some very fun stuff.
So, follow Zach on Instagram.
You want to plug yourself?
At
Zach W Comedy.
Hell
I just won the first round.
Oh, hell
of
yeah. I forgot
Helium's-
to,
Let's fucking go,
congratulations.
dude.
Helium's
You're gonna get
Atlanta
fucking
funniest.
just dick stomped by Wellington, but
That's so funny you said that because did I talk to you about
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, I
I'm
lose
interested
every
to hear
comedy
about that off-
competition.
off-
Wellington's
pod,
gonna be
but-
like, you want to see fucking where I'm from?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, it's going to be a crazy contest. They let Daniel in it.
Dude, do you know the day? So next Tuesday, I'm taking Lindsay because it's such a good day. I'm not even in it.
Yeah.
It's Wellington, Daniel, Ronnie Myers,
Think like
Todd
Noel.
Parker, Noel. That's 5 off the rip.
Yeah.
Out of 10.
And Jacob Chalk.
Yeah. Former guest of the podcast.
Yeah.
I think Andrew Weaver.
Andrew Weaver has to follow Wellington.
Yeah.
Just quit, brother.
I said, hey man, you don't have to waste the money and gas to get up there. Like you could just be like, nah, I can't make it.
I did my show and one person did not show up, and I'm like, hey man, looking at some of these lineups, I would do the same.
I get it.
Dude,
You're like, 90 minutes to drive to follow Wellington?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That's fucking SlopCast, dude.
SlopCast.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Follow, like, all that bullshit. Shout out. Good times. Thanks.